Did you know that most people believe staying active is the key to aging well? But what if I told you this common wisdom could actually be holding you back after 70? Recent studies from the National Institute on Aging show that excessive activity can increase health risks for seniors, while ancient wisdom has long taught us that true vitality comes from balance, not constant motion. Today, I'll reveal 3 transformative practices that have helped thousands of seniors find deeper well-being without exhausting themselves. These aren't just theories, they're proven methods that combine timeless wisdom with modern science, helping you age with grace and joy. If you're ready to discover a gentler path to healthy aging, you're in the right place. Before we begin, I'd love to know which city you're watching from. Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more life-changing wisdom for seniors. Now, let's start with perhaps the most surprising discovery about aging well. 1. The sacred art of slowing down. Let me introduce you to Martha, a 75-year-old grandmother from Minnesota who used to feel guilty every time she sat down to rest. "I was raised to believe that staying busy meant staying healthy," she told me, her eyes reflecting years of pushing herself too hard. "If I wasn't doing something, anything, I felt like I was letting myself go." Does this sound familiar? Many of us carry this belief that constant activity equals good health. But here's what researchers at the Mayo Clinic recently discovered. After age 70, our bodies actually need 40% more recovery time between activities compared to when we were younger. This isn't a sign of weakness. It's your body's wisdom speaking. I remember when Martha first learned this. She was experiencing frequent dizzy spells and persistent fatigue, yet still forcing herself to attend every community event and exercise class. Her doctor finally told her something that changed everything. Your body isn't betraying you. You're not listening to it. The science behind this is fascinating. As we age, our nervous system becomes more sensitive to stress. Every activity, from gardening to grocery shopping, requires more energy than it used to. When we don't allow proper rest between activities, we're actually working against our body's natural rhythm, not with it. This is where the art of slowing down comes in. Notice I said art because it truly is. It's about learning to move through your day with intention rather than rushing from one activity to another. For Martha, this meant starting her mornings differently. Instead of jumping straight into her to-do list, she began taking 15 minutes to simply sit with her morning coffee, watching the birds at her feeder. "It felt strange at first," she admits, "almost like I was being lazy. But then something wonderful happened. I started enjoying my days more." Let me share a simple practice that transformed Martha's life and has helped many of my senior clients find more energy and joy. It's called the morning pause. When you wake up, before doing anything else, take 3 deep breaths. Feel the weight of your body on your bed or chair. Notice the quality of the morning light. This takes less than a minute, but it sets a different tone for your entire day. Throughout the day, look for natural pauses. When you're washing dishes, don't rush through it thinking about the next task. Feel the warmth of the water. When you're walking to your mailbox, notice how the air feels on your skin. These aren't just pleasant moments, they're opportunities for your body and mind to reset. The results can be remarkable. Within a month of practicing these intentional pauses, Martha noticed her blood pressure had stabilized. Her sleep improved. Most surprisingly, she found she had more energy for the activities she truly enjoyed. "I'm doing less," she says, "but living more?" This isn't about giving up activities you love. It's about finding the right rhythm for your body at this stage of life. Some days you might feel energetic and want to do more. Other days, your body might need more rest. The key is learning to recognize and honor these differences. A recent study from the University of California showed that seniors who practiced mindful slowing down reported 60% fewer falls and significantly better balance. Why? Because when we're not rushing, we're more aware of our movements and surroundings. We make better decisions about our physical capabilities each day. Start small. Tomorrow morning, try sitting quietly for just 5 minutes before beginning your daily routine. Notice how your body feels. Are you tired? Energetic? Let this awareness guide your activities for the day. As Martha learned, there's profound strength in gentleness. Remember, this isn't about becoming inactive. It's about becoming wisely active. Choose activities that truly matter to you and give yourself permission to fully engage in them without rushing. Whether it's reading to your grandchildren, tending to your garden, or chatting with a friend, being fully present makes these moments richer and more fulfilling. Martha now says she feels more like herself than she has in years. I used to think slowing down meant giving up, she reflects, but now I realize it means tuning in. I'm not just existing anymore, I'm really living. This art of slowing down might feel uncomfortable at first. Our society values busyness, and changing long-held habits takes time. But as thousands of seniors have discovered, when we align our activities with our body's natural rhythm, we find a deeper kind of vitality, one that sustains us through our golden years. How will you know if you're moving at the right pace? Listen to your body. If you're consistently exhausted by evening, or if simple tasks feel overwhelming, these are signs you might need more pauses in your day. Your body's wisdom, refined over decades of living, is your best guide. In the next section, we'll explore how finding joy in simple moments can further enhance this new, more balanced way of living. But first, I'd love to hear from you. What's one activity you could do more slowly tomorrow? 2. Finding joy in life's sacred moments. Now that we understand the power of slowing down, let me share something remarkable about joy that Alice, an 82-year-old widow from Oregon, discovered quite by accident. After losing her husband of 60 years, Alice thought her days of finding joy were behind her. I kept waiting for something big to make me happy again, she told me, her voice soft with memory. Then one morning, everything changed because of a simple cup of tea. That morning, feeling particularly lonely, Alice took her tea to the window instead of her usual spot at the kitchen table. As she watched the sunrise paint the sky in gentle pinks and golds, steam rising from her cup, she felt something she hadn't experienced in months, a moment of pure, unexpected joy. It wasn't the grand happiness she'd been searching for, but something quieter and, surprisingly, more profound. This is what scientists at Harvard's Aging Research Center have recently discovered. Our capacity for joy actually deepens with age, but the source of that joy often shifts. While younger people tend to find happiness in big events and achievements, our mature brains are uniquely wired to appreciate life's simpler moments, if we learn to recognize them. Think about your own daily life. When was the last time you really noticed the warmth of sunlight on your face, or truly listened to the sound of your grandchild's laughter? These aren't just nice moments. They're opportunities for deep connection with life itself. And here's the beautiful truth. These moments are available to us every single day, no matter our physical limitations or circumstances. Alice began what she calls her joy collection. Every morning she takes time to notice 3 simple pleasures. Sometimes it's the way her cat stretches in a sunbeam. Other times it's the first sip of her morning coffee or the sound of rain on her window. I used to think these little things didn't matter, she says, but now I realize they're everything. The practice is simpler than you might think. Start with your morning routine. Instead of rushing through breakfast, take a moment to really taste your food. Notice the colors on your plate, the different textures, the warmth or coolness. These aren't just meals, they're experiences waiting to be savored. When you look out your window, really see what's there. Watch how leaves dance in the breeze. Notice how the light changes throughout the day. One of my patients, Robert, 78, started keeping what he calls a window diary, just a few notes about what he sees each day. It's amazing, he says, how much life happens right outside my window that I used to miss completely. Phone calls with family members can become sacred moments too. Instead of just going through the usual updates, try really listening to the voices of your loved ones. Notice the emotions in their words, the unique way they laugh. These aren't just conversations, they're threads that weave the tapestry of your relationships. Even household chores can become sources of quiet joy. When you're folding laundry, feel the warmth of the clean clothes. When you're washing dishes, notice how the soap bubbles catch the light. These aren't just tasks to get through. They're opportunities to be fully present in your life. The science behind this is fascinating. Recent studies show that seniors who regularly practice mindful appreciation of simple pleasures have stronger immune systems and better heart health. But the benefits go beyond the physical. They report feeling more connected, more alive, and yes, more joyful. Alice now starts each day with what she calls her morning gratitude walk, just a slow stroll from her bedroom to her kitchen, touching each familiar piece of furniture, looking at family photos on the wall, greeting her houseplants. It takes maybe 3 minutes, she says, but it sets the tone for my whole day. These aren't just things anymore. They're memories, they're companions, they're part of my story. You might be wondering if finding joy in small moments means settling for less. Alice had the same concern. But as she discovered, appreciating life's simple pleasures doesn't diminish our capacity for bigger joys. It enhances it. When we train ourselves to notice and appreciate small moments of beauty and connection, we become more attuned to all of life's joys, both big and small. Start today. Right now, pause and notice something simple that brings you pleasure. Maybe it's the comfort of your favorite chair, or the photo of your grandchildren on your dresser, or the birds singing outside your window. Let yourself fully experience that moment. This isn't about forcing happiness. It's about opening yourself to the joy that's already present in your life. As we move into our third practice, remember that every moment holds the potential for joy. Not the loud, flashy joy of youth, perhaps, but something deeper and more sustaining. These quiet moments of appreciation are like threads of gold running through the fabric of our daily lives. When we learn to notice them, every day becomes richer, more meaningful, and yes, more sacred. What simple pleasure will you notice today? The warmth of your morning coffee? The sound of a loved one's voice? The comfort of your favorite chair? These aren't just moments. They're invitations to experience the deep joy that comes with truly being present in your life. 3. Gratitude as a spiritual practice. Speaking of life's simple pleasures brings us to our final and perhaps most powerful practice, one that Ruth, an 80-year-old former nurse from Pennsylvania, calls her heart medicine. Living alone after losing both her husband and her best friend, Ruth discovered that gratitude wasn't just a nice sentiment. It was a lifeline that transformed her entire perspective on aging. I used to wake up focusing on what I'd lost or couldn't do anymore, Ruth shared with me, her eyes bright despite her story. Now, I start each day by thanking my body for carrying me through another night, thanking my home for sheltering me, thanking even my aches and pains for reminding me I'm alive. This might sound simple, but the science behind gratitude's impact on our well-being is remarkable. Recent research from the University of California shows that seniors who practice daily gratitude experience better sleep, reduced pain, and stronger immune systems. But even more fascinating is what happens in our brains. When we consciously practice gratitude, our brains release dopamine and serotonin, natural mood boosters that can be as effective as some medications for mild depression and anxiety. But here's what makes gratitude truly special. It's not just about saying thank you. It's about developing a deeper awareness of the gifts present in every moment, even the challenging ones. Take Margaret, 85, who started her gratitude practice after breaking her hip. Instead of focusing on what I couldn't do, she tells me, I began thanking the neighbors who brought me meals, the physical therapist who helped me recover, even my walker for helping me stay independent. This shift in perspective isn't about denying difficulties. It's about finding strength and connection even within them. Each morning, try this simple practice. Before getting out of bed, name 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you're thankful for the soft pillow under your head, the bird singing outside your window, or the photo of your grandchildren on your nightstand. Throughout the day, look for moments to pause and appreciate what's often overlooked. When you take your medications, instead of focusing on your health challenges, thank your body for its resilience and these medicines for helping you stay well. When you prepare a meal, even a simple one, thank your hands for still being able to care for yourself. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is how it connects us with others. Ruth started what she calls her gratitude calls, short phone conversations with friends where they share one thing they're thankful for that day. It's changed our relationships, she says. Instead of just talking about problems or ailments, we remind each other of life's blessings, no matter how small. You might wonder how to maintain gratitude when facing real challenges, chronic pain, loss of independence, or loneliness. This is where gratitude becomes more than just a practice. It becomes a spiritual anchor. When Frank, 88, started losing his vision, he began thanking his other senses for becoming stronger. I never knew how beautiful music could be, he tells me, until I really had to listen. Try this. At the end of each day, reflect on one challenge you faced and find something within it to be grateful for. Maybe you struggled with a task, but it reminded you of your determination. Maybe you felt lonely, but it helped you appreciate a phone call from a friend. This isn't about sugarcoating difficulties. It's about finding the hidden gifts within them. Keep a simple gratitude journal if you'd like, just a few words each day about what you appreciate. Dorothy, 92, keeps hers by her favorite chair and writes in it while watching the evening news. It helps balance out all the negativity, she says. And when I'm feeling down, I can look back and remember all the good in my life. Remember, gratitude isn't about comparing yourself to others or feeling guilty for having negative emotions. It's about opening your heart to the fullness of life, both its joys and sorrows. As Ruth says, some days I'm just grateful I can still feel grateful, and that's enough. The beauty of this practice is that it grows stronger with time. Like a muscle, the more you exercise gratitude, the more naturally it comes. You'll start noticing things to be thankful for everywhere: the kindness of a stranger, the comfort of your favorite sweater, the taste of your morning toast. These aren't just moments of appreciation, they're threads connecting you to the deeper meaning of life. As we age, gratitude becomes more than just a practice. It becomes a way of seeing the world, a lens that brings into focus the countless blessings woven into our daily lives. It reminds us that even in our later years, perhaps especially in our later years, life is rich with meaning and worth. Start small. Tonight, before you sleep, thank yourself for one thing you did today. Thank someone else, even silently, for touching your life, and thank life itself for another day of experiences. Let gratitude be the last thought in your mind as you drift off to sleep, and the first thought that welcomes you to a new day. What are you grateful for right now, in this moment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your gratitude might just inspire someone else to see the blessings in their own life. As we've explored these 3 transformative practices, mindful slowing down, finding joy in simple moments, and cultivating gratitude, remember that aging well isn't about constant activity. It's about finding the right balance for your life and embracing each day with awareness and appreciation. Start small. Perhaps begin tomorrow morning with just 5 minutes of quiet reflection. Notice one simple pleasure during your day, or end your evening by naming something you're grateful for. These small changes can lead to profound transformations in how you experience your golden years. Remember, true vitality comes not from doing more, but from being more present in whatever you do. Your wisdom years can be some of your most meaningful. Let these practices guide you there. Share your journey in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wisdom on aging gracefully. Together, we're discovering that the best chapter of life might just be the one we're in right now.